Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, Cryptocurrency Blockchain Aggregator Notice on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking, smoking, and swearing. You've been warned. Here I come in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. You're not about to witness greatest show on earth. Greatest show in the multiverse. Bang! We're going to stag out show in the multiverse. We have a great show for you today. All right. So look, let's just get right to it. First, we're going to talk about the crypto crash. We've been crashing lately, and there's a reason why. There's two reasons why we're going to talk about that. And then the stories we're going to talk about are IOTA onboards Tokeny for enterprise-level tokenization, tokenization of real-world assets. We're going to talk about that. And then Chainlink to the rescue. Chainlink to the rescue once again. Chainlink onboards Drift. Drift is going to use Chainlink's CCIP for token accessibility. Can't read my own writing. We're going to read about that. Bang! And then finally, Thailand approves its first spot Bitcoin ETF. We're going to read about that and why these spot Bitcoin ETFs are so important. Bang! And then the shout-outs and daily summary as per usual. So let's proceed how we proceed with a little bit of Luke. Bang! And then we head on over here and we do a little bit of Luke. Oh, I forgot to even... Hold on. We head on over here and we do a little bit of Luke. Bang. There we go. All right. Since I just banged it, these are the freshest. All right. Price of Bitcoin is $56,682. Fuck. When I left you last time, we were at $60,074. So we have gone down. Wait, how much have we gone down here? $4,498. Down $4,498. Beesh, that's a brutal. All right, so what happened, man? Fuck, man, why are we down like this? What the hell? I know, the truth is there is no macroeconomic data causing this. Right? It's not inflation. It's not Fed raising interest rates or anything. Like I told you guys on last show, as you can see, stock markets are at an all-time high. So there's something peculiar going on about the cryptocurrency market. What is it, Shomari? Well, I'm going to tell you. Our problem is this. Two things. First, we have Mt. Gox. So I don't know if you're new to crypto or whatever, but way back in the day, there was this exchange called Mt. Gox. It all went sideways there. A lot of people lost a lot of money, a lot of Bitcoin. Well, they're getting all that Bitcoin back finally. 10 years later, right? And well, a lot of those people, they're not going to hodl Bitcoin anymore. A lot of them are just going to sell it, right? I mean, those Bitcoins back in those days, that's when Bitcoin was like, $200. So they're going to be getting their Bitcoin back. It's at $56,000 now. I don't know if they're going to give them the cash equivalent of what they had or they're going to give them the amount of Bitcoin. Meaning, if you had 10 Bitcoins in there, are you getting 10 Bitcoins back right now? Or 10 Bitcoins back then were only worth, I don't know, $2,000. So we're only giving you $2,000 back worth of Bitcoin, right? But regardless of how they're doing it, it equals $8.6 billion that they're putting back on the market. And so, here it is right here. Oh, sorry, $8.2 billion worth of Bitcoin to the creditors, which will give us a big sell pressure. We're going to feel some sell pressure right now because a lot of these people are just going to dump, right? So that's one reason that we're seeing a downturn in the prices of crypto. The other reason is the German government. Now, the German government right now, when you bust a criminal or whatever in your country, right, you seize the assets, right? If you bust a big drug dealer, yeah, you take his house, his car, everything, right? Yeah, well, they also take your Bitcoin, right? And so, the Germans have been busting a lot of criminals. A lot of criminals, surprise, surprise, tend to like to have Bitcoin, right? So they've seized about $6.8 billion worth, and now they're going to liquidate it. And they're dumping it on the markets, which, again, drives down price. When you're just dumping those amount of money, that amount of Bitcoin on or any asset, really, when you're just dumping that amount, well, not any asset, but when you're dumping that amount, it affects price. It drives price down. That's what's called sell pressure, right? Because there's just an inordinate amount of sellers and selling so much all at the same time, right? So that's the sell pressure. And so that's what we're going through right now. And the Mt. Gox thing, that's going to last up to 90 days. So how they're doing it is they know that this will affect the market. So what they're doing is they're releasing people's money like weekly, right? So so today's Monday, or if you're in Europe, it's probably Tuesday by the time you're watching this. But they're not just giving all the Mt. Gox people all their money, right? All at once. They're giving some of them their money this week, some next week, some next, to hopefully, just kind of keep the sell pressure even. If you gave them all the $6 billion, or however much was it, if you gave them all their, how much was it? Oh, 8.2 billion, right. If you gave them all that 8.2 all at once, and they all start selling at once, well, fuck, it would tank Bitcoin too much. So they're spreading it out. And so that's what's happening right now. We have the Germans and we have Mt. Gox both selling billions of dollars worth into the market at once, right? And so think of it this way. Remember when a couple months ago when the BlackRock and Fidelity ETFs came out? Yeah, well, they took in about $6-8 billion a piece each, right? Yeah, look how it made the price fly, right? It made the price of Bitcoin fly because it was a spot Bitcoin ETF. Well, so now just look at it the other way. And then remember this. Remember when they had come out with their ETF, Grayscale was selling because a lot of people got out of the Grayscale ETFs, which are futures contract ETFs, and went into the spot ETFs of BlackRock and Fidelity and the other guys, right? Van Eck and them. And so, right, and you remember that sell pressure with Grayscale. All right, well, now we've got about 15 point, about $15 billion worth of Bitcoin about to get sold between the two entities, between the Mt. Gox creditors and the German government. And so that's what's going on right now. And until that winds its way through, just don't expect, massive gains anytime soon. All right? Getting back up to like 70 and all that. I mean, we'd have to hear really good economic data, like, like the U.S., cuts interest rates by 50 points or something, which could happen. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't. That could happen. But so I'm just, being realistic. I know sometimes the show isn't fun to watch because I talk the truth here. I just tell you guys the reality, right? I don't blow sunshine up anyone's ass here because you're not going to be a good investor if I did that. And so those are the realities. We're going to be feeling some sell-side pressure. I mean, the Germans, who knows how long it'll take for them to get through with it. They had sold some on Friday, then they had bought some back on Monday, on Saturday or someday, and then now they're selling again. So it's just very helter-skelter. So I guess what I'm saying is within the next 90 days, don't expect too much. If we get a nice boom, man, great. But don't expect too much. And, not to scare anybody, but if we get down to the 52, 53, 51 range, don't be surprised. And because now you know why that might be happening, right? Because the Mt. Gox and the Germans dumping about $15 billion worth of Bitcoin on the market in the spot market. All right, so let's proceed how we normally proceed. That's your answer. That's why we're tanking. It has nothing to do with, there's a problem with Bitcoin or crypto or anything. Obviously not. Everything's the same. I'm about to read to you a bunch of onboardings right now. And so, your favorite coin, why is Solana going down? Well, it's like anything. When Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down, right? So that's why we focus so hard on Bitcoin, because it's the leader of the pack here. All right, so let's just proceed how we normally proceed now. Top Top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. You know who they are, the usual suspects. Top 10. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, Solana, USDC, XRP, Toncoin, Dogecoin, and Cardano holding on the number 10. Let's see what the market moves are. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Look at Chainlink, 6% up, 7% up. Nice. Bitcoin Cash, 7% up. Okay. Oh, we got some gains going on, actually. Got some gains going on. Pepe. All right, single digits up, single digits down. Two. Single digits up, single digits down. All right, let's see who made money, lost money today. If you see anything you're like, go get it, because it is on sale. Let's see who lost money today. Bang! Top 10 losers. Oh, there haven't really been that much losses today, so that's good. Hopefully the bleeding, we've stemmed the bleeding. Hopefully. I don't want to get your hopes up, but hopefully. I mean, look at the losses. Look at the 7-day losses. Look where my mouse is. Look at these 7-day losses. 12%, 19%, 15%, 20 motherfucking 3%, 17, holy, almost 30 dog whiff hat. So the slaughter has been real. The slaughter has been robust. All right. Let's get to the top 10 losers. Top 10 losers. Avalanche, Just Me Coin, Internet Computer, Little DAO, Tether Gold, Flare, Dog Whiff Hat, Brett Based, and USDD. Let's see who made money today. There were a few gainers in there, weren't there? Let's see. Bang! Oh, some fucking gainers. Okay. Top 10 gainers. Celestia, Notcoin, Ethereum Name Service, Bonk, Starknet, Pepe, Sai, Core, VeChain. Yes. And Multiverse. Yes. Bang! Multiverse X. That's a coin from where I'm from. The Multiverse. Look. All right. Total market cap is $2.09 trillion. I left you last time. We're at $2.2 trillion. So we have gone down $0.03 trillion. All right. Let's see what the 24-hour volume is. Daggone volume, please. Okay. Now we're talking. Well, we're starting to talk. Like baby talk. Dada, mama. All right, that's good enough. Some words are coming out. All right, that's getting better. All right, total 24-hour volume is $96.28 billion. When I left you last time, we're at $70.16 billion, which means we have gone up. Yes, $26 billion. And what is so good about volume? Well, when you see high volume and everything's tanking, that means a lot of motherfuckers came just to do one thing: sell. But when you see like this, gains like this, and you see the volume, well, what does that tell you? The majority of them came to buy. So let's look at the 24-hour volume. Let's just see who the biggest volume players were. As usual, the stable coins are here, but who cares about them? So top 10 in volume: Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah, 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 Solana, BNB, XRP, Pepe, Notcoin, Dogecoin, DAI, and then there's Dog Whiff Hat and Shiba. And so those are the top 10 in volume. Look at Cardano up there in volume. Bonk, of course, Chainlink, Chainlink, Avalanche, Tron Coin. Nice. All right, so let's get to the stories. Bang, IOTA. It's any day now. IOTA partners with Tokeny to enhance enterprise tokenization in trillion-dollar market. So, if you know anything about IOTA, IOTA is not a blockchain. It's a tangle. It's a DAG. Something, a cyclic graph. Far superior to the blockchain. Far superior. It's almost free. You can't hack it. And it's more powerful, right? IOTA, Internet of Things. So you put nodes on it, right? Machine learning, and the machines can talk, and it's more powerful. So you don't have scalability issues. The more you put on the tangle, the more powerful it becomes. Yeah, the more powerful it becomes. All right, so let's read about the tangle. Let's read about IOTA, one of my favorite projects coming out of Germany. The Germans, you know how the Germans are. They know how to do shit right. Well, except dump all that Bitcoin on the spot market. But other than that, they know how to do shit right. Someone's got to teach them about over-the-counter market, daggone. All right. Look, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny Solutions, a leading compliance infrastructure for digital assets, for enterprise-level tokenization and on-chain compliance into the IOTA EVM. Bang! And so, look, if you don't know about IOTA, IOTA has many European Union onboardings already, government contracts, Fortune 500 contracts, municipal contracts. They've got this autonomous car thing they're working on. Yeah, where the cars drive by themselves. Yeah, and do shit, like pick up your garbage and shit. All sorts of shit. Yeah, it's already been tested in 5 cities in Europe. So yeah, IOTA is no joke. We talk about use case. Well, bang, this is being used. And that's what you want to invest in. You want to invest in successful blockchains who are actually being used. Now, IOTA is a little different. They're not a corporation. Like most blockchains are companies, right? Ripple, XRP. Well, Ripple is a company, right? Ripple Labs LLC out of San Francisco, right? Cardano is a company. I think it's IOHK LLC or some shit. I don't know, but or owned by a company. But most of these things are actual LLCs, right? VChain LLC. IOTA is different. It's actually a foundation. So that's a nonprofit organization, right? Just for those who are want to know that, I'm just trying to show you the distinction between IOTA is not only is it not a blockchain, the Tangle, it's a Tangle, or it's a DAG, and they call it their DAG, the Tangle, far superior to the blockchain, as I said before. But they're also not a corporation; they're a foundation. So they're more like a, an NGO type thing. All right. So as you all know, tokenization is, these are the buzzwords. I mean, even Larry Fink from BlackRock says, we're going to tokenize everything. All right. We're going to tokenize it all. Tokenize you and me. Actually, you're already tokenized. That's why you have a social security number. That's your token number. But anyway, that's your NFT number. So as tokenization becomes the biggest application of blockchain technology and attracts enterprise users, compliance and security are becoming critical considerations. Exactly. You want the big boys to come in. You want enterprise level use. Well, you've got to provide the enterprise level standard of quality in your products, right? Especially, obviously, when it comes to security. Bang. So, look, to address this, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny Solutions, one of the world's leading compliance infrastructure providers. Compliance infrastructure, right? Like, they show you how to do things compliantly. This is what I want to do. Well, for it to be compliant, you're going to have to do it this way, right? If I'm a company, that I ask these guys, hey, man, I want to do this, all right? This is how you're allowed to do it compliantly, right? Their compliance infrastructure, right? Bang. Providers in the digital asset space. So, over there in Europe, they have what's called the MiCA regs, the markets and crypto assets regulations that was passed last year. And that actually just came into full effect last month. Like full effect. Now it's like actual, it is the law of the land now. If you're not compliant, you can now be prosecuted, so you have to be in compliance. And so that's what these guys help do. You want to do anything with digital assets? Well, these guys will show you how your organization, your corporation, or even a segment of your government can be compliant with the new MiCA regulations. So aiming to bolster, and then specifically when it comes to tokenization of assets, right? So in the MiCA regs, there's a section on tokenization. Well, these guys tell them, well, you want to tokenize? This is how you're allowed to do it. Right? A, B, C, D, E. This is how you got to do it. So, and secure digital asset management within the IOTA ecosystem. You want to watch a video about it? There's one in the description, or one in the thing, and I put the links to the description in the video. So the Boston Consulting Group has indicated that tokenization could be worth as much as $68 billion by the end of the decade in a bullish scenario. So that's it, $68 billion. I'd add a little zero to that, more like 680. Some of the world's largest companies, from the $10 trillion BlackRock to the $1.5 trillion Franklin Templeton, have ventured into the sector. Exactly. They're going to tokenize it all, motherfucker. This is, trust me, we're tokenizing everything. One day you're going to hold your Microsoft shares on your Ledger Nano. That's how shit's going to go down. These companies are stringently regulated and can incur billions of dollars in fines if regulators on Earth lacks compliance. Exactly. So that's why you need these compliance masters to tell you how can I be compliant? Because if you get caught and you don't do something proper, bang, you can incur billions of dollars of fines. So that's why you hire someone like Tokeny to show you, like, okay, you want to tokenize? Here's how you do it compliantly, right? And if you do get busted, you can say, well, Your Honor, Tokeny said we could do it that way. That's why you always want to have an expert. If you're going to be a criminal, always have a lawyer and an accountant. And if something goes bad, you can always tell the judge, well, Your Honor, the lawyer said I could do that. The accountant didn't say that was wrong. Right? You always have to have a shield. Right? And so Tokeny is kind of like a shield. Now, that's miscreant talk. That's miscreant talk. But just remember, if you're ever going to do naughty things, just always blame it on the lawyer and the accountant. So look, compliant is just as... Trust me. Compliance is just as important for investors as it ensures fairness, trust, and market integrity. To address this, IOTA has partnered with Tokeny to enhance how enterprises leverage IOTA EVM by integrating Tokeny's cutting-edge compliance technology for enterprise-level tokenization. Bang! There you go. There you go. You want to tokenize? IOTA's like, look, we got these dogs, Tokeny. We can tokenize your shit. Let's go. So IOTA's EVM chain launched in, and I guess they're going to tokenize on the EVM chain, I guess is what they're trying to say. Launched in Q2 this year, blah, 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 is reported. It offers users a plug-and-play platform for deploying and managing smart contracts, and it has become popular with enterprise users. Bang! You know, I love me some smart contracts, boys. Look, the network is combining the EVM with Tokeny's compliance infrastructure. Okay, so now we get to the chicken. So the EVM and the Tokeny are all in one, which relies on the ERC 3643 standard to enable the issuance of the tokens, transfer, and the management. Bang! An all-in-one package. Look, which complies with, bang, bang. You're going to get an all-in-one piece of chicken to enable you to issue, bang, transfer, bang, and manage those tokens, all in a compliant way. That's what's necessary. I know we're talking infrastructure here. This is kind of boring, man. This is kind of infrastructure. Yeah, well, without this infrastructure, this digital ledger space, not digital ledger, distributed ledger space can't grow. You need these people. You need these sort of infrastructure. You know, it's the plumbing. You know, like a house. Well, the way you flush a toilet is because there's all these pipes and shit in the walls, moving water and toilet water around, right? You don't see it, but it's there. Right? It's not just magic. The toilet doesn't just flush magically, right? What I mean, you don't just turn the tap on your sink and the water comes out magic. It's all these pipes and all this bullshit, pressurization and everything that goes into that. It's the plumbing. And that's what this is going to offer. Plumbing. Institutional grade plumbing. Yes. For tokenization, the future is tokenization of real world assets, tokenization of financial instruments. It's the future. Everybody wants it. You know, it's not something industry is fighting against. You know, they're encouraging. Right? The BlackRock and all them guys, they're encouraging. You know? And that's what you want to see as an investor of digital assets, is that the digital assets you're invested in, the blockchain is used for that sort of thing, for tokenization of real world assets. because it'll be successful, hopefully, right? Like, so if you're an IOTA investor, here you go. They're offering this new product, which enables enterprises now to look at IOTA as a viable IOTA EVM, the global virtual machine, to be a viable solution for when they want to tokenize. And let's get real. If you're a European company and you want to tokenize some shit, well, you look at an organization like IOTA, and you go, well, daggone, they have all these European Union contracts already. Wow, this must be a trusted distributed ledger asset services provider. I'm going to go with them. Bang! So IOTA hodlers, you better love it. It automates on-chain compliance to ensure that verified investors are restricted from accessing these tokens. Wait, are restricted from accessing? I don't know, but it just means it's more secure. If I'm a verified investor, why would I be restricted? I think what they're trying to say is that any non-verified investors are restricted. I think the guy just did a typo there, because obviously that wouldn't make sense if I'm fucking verified. Well, what the fuck? Right? So IOTA EVM and Tokeny transform tokenization compliance. So leaders from both camps stated that the partnership is strategic for both parties, as their values and missions are aligned. Yes, there's an alignment. In his comments, IOTA founder Dominic Scheener stated, "We are thrilled about Tokeny's integration, as it perfectly aligns with our mission to democratize access to tokenized real-world assets, bang, and financial instruments, bang, in our ecosystem." Exactly. They're going to be nice. IOTA hodlers. So Tokeny stands out as the most advanced institutional-grade tokenization platform, supporting market standard ERC 3643, poised to accelerate institutional. So bang! You see, Tokeny, right? They implement the standard already. So when IOTA gets together with Tokeny, with Tokeny's standard of tokenization, and IOTA goes to the corporations, the enterprises, and say, okay, we can tokenize you. Trust me. My boy who tokenizes, bang, he rocks a 3643 standard. You're MiCA compliant. You see, the MiCA regs, marketing crypto assets regs in Europe, that's all IOTA says. Like, look, doc, we got you. You're MiCA compliant. What would you like to tokenize, sir? Bang! That's a big deal. That is a big deal, right? That's what we read it. You don't want to incur, what did it say up here? Because if you fuck around, you're going to find out, right, that, where was this? That, it's stringently regulated, and you could incur billions of dollars in fines if you have lax compliance, right? So that's the level. I'm telling you. We know that. I guess what I'm trying to say is we know that mega corporations want to tokenize things, tokenize stuff, whatever. And financial institutions. And so they do not want to incur these billions of dollars. And so this puts IOTA at the forefront of the tokenizing kind of, I guess, movement of Europe, of the European Union, in that they already have, now that they've onboarded Tokeny, if you do anything through IOTA, you're guaranteed that you're ERC 3643 compliant. In other words, you're compliant from MiCA and you're good to go. That's what, if you're a mega enterprise, obviously that's what you want. You don't want to incur those billions of dollars in fines. So you guys get it? And I guess what I'm saying to IOTA hodlers is, look, don't be afraid to accumulate more. In my opinion, not financial advice, but just in my opinion, as an IOTA hodler, don't be afraid to accumulate more, especially when prices are down so much right now. Bang! All right. So Tokeny CEO Luc Falemping concurred, adding that the partnership aligns with his company's vision IOTA's unique Layer 1 protocol architecture enables scalability and feeless exactly. The IOTA Tangle, it is far superior to any blockchain out here. Right? Like, that's not, I'm not saying that like, because, some fanboy shit or something. Like, just benchmarks, right? Like, on the benchmarks, it's far superior to any blockchain, right? It's not a blockchain. It's a whole other thing, but it's still a distributed ledger somehow, right? And, that's why the governments of Europe, well, the European Union itself, so I guess that's the government of the United States of Europe. Europeans, gotcha. The United States of Europe, the European Union, that's why they're using them so much, right? It's infinitely scalable. Hear how they talk about it? Scalability and feeless transactions, right? You don't get that in blockchain. You have one or the other. Or you have scalability, fee price, and then security. Yeah, the IOTA Tangle has it all. So if you're new to the crypto space or anything, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but the IOTA Tangle, it's got legs. When smart money gets here and, the big enterprises start investing, well, they're going to see something like this that's being used by enterprise and, well, invest in it, right? You're here to invest in success, and this is success. This is one example of success. Well, and only one of IOTA's examples of success because they have a lot of success. All right, invest in success. So with the partnership, enterprise users can now leverage IOTA to conduct large transactions with their tokens without any concern over legal ramifications. All right, no problem. You're compliant. The IOTA Foundation noted, whether you aim to issue, transfer, or manage a digital asset, our enhanced IOTA EVM, bolstered by Tokeny technology, offers a robust foundation for your product. Bang! A robust foundation for the product? Exactly. In other words, you can issue your shit with us and your shit will be compliant. Done. Right? One-stop shop. Bang! Done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it. IOTA hodlers. Bang! Yes. Let's get to the next story. Yes. Right? And you love to see success. In other words, you love to see, a lot of people ask, Shomari, what's the big deal about blockchains, man? It's just a really super fancy spreadsheet, which in a kind of twisted way, you could kind of look at it that way. Right? It's just a database of transactions. It's just a ledger, and that's the truth. It is. But you can do robust things through such a simple through taking such a simple foundation. You can expand it out to do such amazing things, right? And that's what these blockchain boys have done. They've taken a ledger, which is just something you write in. Any accountants out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. But they've turned this into something. And like I was saying before, the use cases. Now the use cases are coming out. Right? Back in 2018, people talked about use case, but you didn't know if a blockchain was going to work or not. You didn't know if it was a rug pull or not, never mind if it was going to work or not. And, you didn't know if industry, governments, organizations would adopt them, right? And I've always told you on this channel, mass adoption is not someone going to buy a coffee with Bitcoin. That's never going to happen. But mass adoption is, Bitcoin and crypto in your 401ks. And mass adoption is, well, when corporations adopt this shit and use it. All right, that's the whole point. Use case. Use it. Use case. All right, the use case. This is how I can use this thing. And so that's what we're seeing now. Things like IOTA, what I'm about to read to you here, Chainlink. Just there's a whole bunch of blockchains out here. Morpheus, Solana, Stellar, VeChain, SingularityNet, a whole bunch. There's a lot of them now, right? That their use case is actually being used. All right, so Here's a use case here. Bye. It's Chainlink to the rescue. So, Chainlink has this thing, CCIP. Well, let's read the title here. Chainlink CCIP integration enables Drift Labs to expand token accessibility. And so CCIP is cross-chain interoperability protocol. So it allows you to talk, so to speak, It's sort of like, I like to think of it as TCP/IP of blockchain, right? It allows that system to talk to that system, right? Like the reason we can talk on the internet, and even though I'm using a PC here, but you're probably getting, and I'm probably going to upload this video to like a Linux server, and you're probably going to watch me on some fucking Apple computer or Apple device, right? All those talk. They're all interoperable, right? Interoperability, and that's through a thing called TCP/IP, right? That's how the internet works. TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol /IP, Internet Protocol. In other words, Transmission Control Protocol is I'm requesting something, and this is what I want you to transmit to me, right? This is what I'm waiting for. So, for instance, you watching me this video right now, what your computer has done to YouTube is it requested a video. And so YouTube knows you want a video and it's sending video format to you, right? It's not sending you text, right? It's sending you me right now talking to you right here, right? That's transmission control. What am I sending, right? The servers are asking, right? Your computer says, I want something. The server goes, well, what do you want? And you go, well, I want a video. And the server goes, well, which one? Well, I want that one there. And the server goes, okay, here it is. And that's transmission control. This is what it's sending you. And then internet protocol is, well, where do I send it? Right? Your IP address. The servers have talked about what they want, what they're going to send and everything. Yeah, but where? Where do I send the shit? Where do I send the Shomari video, the crypto blockchain news video? Right? That's called TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol. What do I send? And IP, where the fuck do I need to send it? Right? That's how the servers know what to send and where to send it. All right. And that is kind of, in a very extrapolated way, how I view Chainlink. Not just Chainlink, but particularly their CCIP product. Their capability, right, is, to make you cross-chain, right? CCIP stands for cross-chain interoperability protocol. So you can make them talk, make the chains talk, right? Receive data, send data, all sorts of shit, right? And that's why I call this particular thing CCIP, the TCP/IP of blockchain, right? So there you go. You learned a little something about how the internet works, and now let's read on about Chainlink. But that's what I think, right? I think this is kind of like a TCP/IP of blockchain, right? Because TCP/IP isn't going to work on a blockchain, obviously, right? Because blockchains don't answer back and all that kind of shit, right? You send a SYN ping, an ACK pin, blah blah blah. Anyway, we're not going to get too nerdy. Look, you already did, man. I know, but let's just move on. I just want you to get it. Chainlink CCIP is going to allow blockchains to talk. So, Drift Labs has integrated Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol, CCIP, to enable secure and seamless cross-chain transfers across the BNB chain, Ethereum, and Polygon networks. So, bang! The integration highlights Chainlink's robust security and reliability features. Drift, a leading Web3 gaming studio, has recently announced the integration of the decentralized blockchain Oracle network Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. Bang! All right, so it's a leading Web3 studio. Drift is. Okay, this significant integration opens doors to a more seamless cross-chain transfer for Drift's token. Okay, so this is for drift tokens to move around on these blockchains. So this collaboration, well, it says it right here, Shomari. This collaboration enables users to effortlessly move their drift tokens between the BNB chain, Ethereum, and Polygon networks, significantly enhancing the token's accessibility and utility with the Drift ecosystem. All right. So Drift Labs prioritize security when selecting a cross-chain solution. Chainlink's established reputation for reliability and top-tier security in the Web3 space made CCIP the distinct choice. Bang! So there you go. Another onboarding for Chainlink. You know how Chainlink do? Bang! You know how Chainlink be? Bang! And you definitely, if you've been around these parts long enough, well, you know how Chainlink get down. And I just told you how they're getting down. They're going to be the TCP, well, at least this piece of Chainlink, the CCIP part, or the CCIP program offering product. Trust me, the TCP/IP blockchain. All right, let's move on. The last story. Bang! Okay, this is a quick one. Good. Thailand approves its first spot Bitcoin ETF. So, Thailand's a tiny little country. Who gives a fuck, man? It's a tiny little country. I know it's a tiny little country. I know, motherfucker. I know, daggone. But the point is that, let's get real about it. Nothing is going to match the ETF approval of, in terms of gains, that the BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 Shares, VanEck, that whole swath of Bitcoin ETFs made, right? Like our prices, right? The whole market just flew. Even with Grayscale sell side pressure. Remember, because Grayscale was selling because a lot of people sold their Grayscale and bought into the BlackRock and the Fidelity ones, right? Even with that, bang, we rose up nicely. And so we're never going to match that again. I want you to get that in your head right now. We're not going to match that again. We had the two biggest names in the world's biggest country, launched the biggest spot coin ETFs in history, and there won't be anything to match that again. Not in crypto. Not in crypto. So what we need now are all these little countries to allow their whales and their masters to come in and buy Bitcoin on the spot market as well through a regulated, licensed investment vehicle, right? You guys who've been here, you already know, but if you're new to this channel, you just don't get it or you just don't know, right? What we're waiting for is a tsunami of institutional money to come to this space. A tsunami of institutional money to come to this space. And it's coming, and they want in. They want in this space. But you have to understand that a hedge fund manager, a fund master, he's not allowed to put his client's money, an asset manager, wealth manager, they're not allowed to put their client's money into unregulated investment vehicles. Or never mind an unregulated asset class, never mind, right? Some countries, Bitcoin's not regulated yet even. Well, like even here in America, like altcoins are not regulated here in America yet, right? If you're a hedge fund here in America, you can't just put your client's money into Solana or VeChain or any of that. Not yet, right? Because it has to be, unless they're buying it from some other country where it is regulated. But here in America, that's not. And so you can't even buy that stuff for your clients yet. And that's why we need more investment vehicles. And obviously, we need regulations to open up the markets so that the big institutional investors can arrive and purchase our shit, right? And drive up price, right? Bring their clients' money into this space, right? I've told you many times here, asset managers, those are the key people we need in this space. Hedge fund guys are cool. I mean, that's going to bring us a lot of money, but asset managers and wealth managers are going to bring us the most. Those are people who manage other people's money, right? And that's what we're going to read about here, about the asset managers in Thailand, and them putting their clients' money into Bitcoin, right? Remember this, BlackRock is just an asset manager. right? BlackRock does not make money by manipulating the prices of stocks and bonds and shit like that. It's not how it works. They make money by managing, the Jordanian king's money, by managing European royal family money, by managing, Russian oligarch money, right? They just manage it. They just manage their money. They don't give a fuck what the market does. And so that's what we need. We need asset managers here. And we need all of these little countries to start providing what are called investment vehicles. So an ETF is an investment vehicle. It's a way to invest in something, right? There's many ways. Here's a Microsoft share. There's many ways to invest in Microsoft. You can buy it. You can go to futures contract, options, ETF, and I don't know what. And there's some other bullshit, but there's a million ways. I don't want to get too deep into it. But that's what we need. We need those million ways built around our crypto, right? And so here's an example. All right. I hope that made sense to you guys. I hope you new people get it. I know you old school guys, you already know, but. All right, so Thailand approves its first spot Bitcoin ETF. Thailand approved its first spot Bitcoin ETF with One Asset Management joining the growing list of jurisdictions approving regulated Bitcoin funds. So, Thailand is approved, launching its first spot Bitcoin ETF exchange-traded fund, joining a growing list of countries embracing regulated Bitcoin investment vehicle. Bang! And that's what I was talking about. Bang! Regulated investment vehicles. And that's what you need. Like, remember, there's hedge funds everywhere in the world. I don't give a fuck if you're even a country like Venezuela, there's hedge funds in. Yeah, their economy is tanking. There's still hedge fund masters there. Right? Fucking countries like Nairobi, where they have a $1 million bill. Yeah, they have hedge funds in their country. They have hedge funds. If your country has rich people, which every country does, well, trust me, there's at least a couple hedge funds investing the rich people's money for them. And trust me, BlackRock is there regardless. So if you're rich in some country, even if it's a shithole third world fuckery country, trust me, there's a BlackRock office there for the millionaires and billionaires to invest. And anyways, though, but that's what's necessary. Investment vehicles, right? Ways to invest in this space. And that's what's beautiful. This is another investment vehicle, and it's a spot Bitcoin ETF, right? Futures contract ETFs do not move the price of Bitcoin. Spot Bitcoin ETFs do, because you're getting them right from the spot market. So that's why we want lots and lots and lots of countries to come up with spot Bitcoin ETFs. Well, ETFs for all of this, but just spot Bitcoin at least for now, because when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. So we want everyone to have a spot Bitcoin ETF. So all their whales in their country, remember, every country has millionaires and billionaires. If you're talking about Guatemala, Venezuela, what's other kind of a shitty little country? Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. Yeah, they all have billionaires and millionaires in them. So you want those people to come and bring us their money. And so, look, the Thai Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, endorsed asset manager One Asset Management to introduce a Bitcoin ETF, according to Bangkok Post. Bang! This one Bitcoin ETF fund is scheduled to be distributed between May 30th and June 6th. Oh, so that's already passed. Under the Thai SEC rules, the ETF will be limited to wealthy and institutional investors. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, so you see what they're doing in Thailand. They're being a little classist. They're only letting big money come in. You see, that sucks, right? Like, why are you cutting out the little man from getting a piece of the chicken, right? From being able to invest in Bitcoin. That's bullshit. I hate that shit. All right? Only the wealthy. That's bullshit. But anyway, let's read the story. This follows the regulator amending local guide. And they, let me just say something about that bullshit, though. And it's the same thing here in America. We have regular investors like me, But then you have people that are calling accredited investors. They make a certain amount of money, and you have to apply to the government of America to be an accredited investor, right? And, you know, the excuse that they use is, well, we're protecting the regular soccer mom and dad. You know, in other words, what they're saying is regular soccer mom and dad are too stupid to invest in big hedge fund things, right? And I mean, I get the point. It's fucking true, kind of in a way, but those of us who do know the markets and stuff, you should allow us to engage in the same activity that any high net worth individual engages in, right? We're protecting the investor, and I believe in consumer protections, but an investor also has to decide whether they're smart enough to understand what they're investing in, right? Anyways, though, look, let's move on. That's a pet peeve of mine. This follows the regulator amending local guidelines in April to permit restricted Bitcoin ETFs targeting professional investors. So 1AM will invest the fund in 11 major global Bitcoin funds to ensure adequate liquidity and security. The company said the ETF provides exposure to Bitcoin in a regulated framework, addressing risks like the theft that come with direct ownership. Exactly. So while 1AM obtained approval, fellow Thai firm MFC Asset Management still awaits its regulatory clearance for its own planned Bitcoin ETF product. Both will be private offerings for qualified investors only. It's only big money, only big money. Thailand follows the trail blazed by the US SEC, which approved several Bitcoin ETFs this January, sparking surging interest. Other jurisdictions such as Hong Kong, Australia, and the UK have since followed suit in issuing spot Bitcoin ETFs or similar products. Bang! Exactly. It's all coming together, brothers and sisters. So the launches provide easy, regulated exposure to Bitcoin's price movements without the need to handle Bitcoin directly. You have to remember that. Not everyone wants to own Bitcoin. Right? I want to make the profits off it, but I don't want to have to fucking put it in a ledger and cut and paste this bullshit and that bullshit. Right? Fuck all that. So this better accommodates professional investors and institutions. By approving a Bitcoin ETF, Thailand's regulators acknowledge the growing demand for local institutions to add Bitcoin. Everyone wants Bitcoin. Everyone. All the Mastas. All the hedge funds, all the big boys. They want it in there to allocate to their customers, especially asset managers. So the move could enable broader mainstream adoption on once public offering becomes available. So, bang! There we go, guys. There we go, guys. Thailand approves its first spot Bitcoin ETF. And so that's great. We need them approved more and more, just everywhere. Let the whales of each country get in. And, and I want to remind you of something. You know, here's a stock market, right? The NASDAQ, Dow Jones, whatever. Well, every day, this is what you see go up and down, right? Up 100, up 100, down 100. Yeah, but this of your market is the real market. That's your funds. So that's what we want to start seeing, like funds getting built out of this crypto stuff, so that when we have big downturns, well, it's not going to matter because it's held stable. The market is held stable and firm by funds, right? Your stock market, Dow Jones, can never go to zero, right? That's not real anymore. You know, this isn't the 1920s, right? All these funds are here. They're hodling, like, plus they'd turn off the market anyway, but, right? Like, and that's what we want with crypto, where there's so many funds that it's propping up the market. So even though we'll see daily up 1,000, down 1,000, blah, 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 it's not going to ever just collapse. 1920 style, Black Monday collapse. Okay. All right. So there we go. Bang. All right. Let's get to the shout outs. Quick ones. Let's do it quickly. I'm trying to shorten these videos a little bit. Look, Deep Entertainment. So, brother. Love brother. See brother. Bang. Sorry, buddy. Benny up. Truffle Pig. Love brother. See brother. Bang. 007. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Son of a bitch. Look. Bang. Oh, he ran away. Oh. Look. Bang. Look. bang, no, bang, 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 got you wrong, cash. He's got the chicken, he guards the chicken. Love brother, see brother, bang. And obviously, there's not much to talk about. You know as well as I do. Mt. Gox in Germany giving us sell side pressure till it's over. So, huge. No, we're not going anywhere for now. Love brother, see with a bang. Well, maybe. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope somewhere, somehow, that changes, but somehow I don't think so. So anyway, Spy Lady, Levy Lady, See Lady, bang! Richada the Enforcer. Holy, those are my two enforcers, my enforcer and my assassin. Love the Zebra, though, bang! And if he shows up, you better be able to repeat this sentence and behave yourself. The juice with the squeeze. The juice with the squeeze, Mr. Richada. You daggone right. Settle down. Love the Zebra, though, bang! My assassin and my enforcer. Only, you know that's real trouble if both of them show up. Dang on. Karen, yes. Elise's mama, and a V-Chain master, V-Chain hodler, V-Chain killer. Love you, Karen. See you, Karen. Bang. Elise, why don't you ever like any of my videos? You send your mom out to do it. Daggone lazy Elise. Love you, Elise. Bang, and I'll give you one anyway. Just give you a bang, just for free. Universal Wizard, though. Grill Master, Pit Master, holding down our insurance scene in Central Europe. Love with the Sea Brother, bang! Robbie Hardaway, love with the Sea Brother, my brother from the multiverse, bang! We'll start banging some people we don't know. Berenice, love you, see you, bang! I don't know. Could be a girl or a guy with a name like that. Mary, love you, lady, see you, lady, bang! Lavender, love it. Bang! Gotta be careful. Gotta watch them pronouns. Technically bullish. Love it, zebra though. Bang! All right, that's good enough. Let's get back to the Death Star, everyone. Let's get back to the Death Star. Bang! Welcome back, everybody. All right, so we had a great show for you today. So that's what's going down, you know. Why is crypto crashing? Why is crypto crashing when the whole world market is going great? Stock market is great. The NASDAQ, the Dow, the DEX, that's the Deutsche Exchange. That's the German stock exchange is going great. London Stock Exchange going great. Everyone's going great. What the fuck's up with crypto? What the fuck's up with crypto? Well, that's what's up with crypto. It's a man-made problem. It's the Germans and Mt. Gox creditors just offloading a shit ton of crypto. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's their right to do it. That's what the spot market's all about. You want to sell something, go sell it there. And so you can't stop anyone. And so that's how it's going to be. And so we can expect this for the next, what did he say? 1 to 9 weeks? So... 1 to 90 days. So what are we at here? July, August, September, October. So anywhere between now and October. I don't think it'll last that long, but fuck, man. It really sucks. And, the British are selling too. The Germans are selling too with the Mt. Gox. And so it's just a shitty time for these motherfuckers to be dumping $15 billion worth of chicken on everybody. Driving down price. Markets are just supply and demand. Yeah, so they're about to dump a whole bunch of supply. And so that's going to be a bummer. Anyway, let's get to the stories. Bang, IOTA and Tokeny are teaming up for enterprise-level tokenization. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And Tokeny... What makes Tokeny so great is that they were already blah, blah, blah certified. I don't remember the number, 3654 certified or whatever it was. And so if you're going to tokenize anything on the IOTA blockchain, Tangle, DAG, in the EVM, the IOTA EVM, you can be assured as an enterprise customer that the tokenization that you do will be regulated and compliant will be in compliance with current regulations. And so, well, there you go. IOTA hodlers, bang, that's great. And then Chainlink, onboards Drift. Well, I guess Drift onboards Chainlink CCIP for token accessibility. And so this is to allow Drift token to go onto a few other chains. Good for Drift. And that's what you need. You know, like I said, Chainlink to me is more like, you know, it's infrastructure. I've said that all this year, really. And you know, it's like the TCP/IP of blockchain. You know what I mean? It's awesome. It's going to be fundamental, and it's here to stay. So if you're a Chainlink hodler, don't be afraid to buy more. Buy. And then finally, Thailand approves its first spot Bitcoin ETF, and so that's what we need. We just need more and more of these. Just spot. Well, just investment vehicles in general, and spot Bitcoin ETFs are really nice ones to have because they actually drive price. So we just need more of those around the world. Yes, Thailand's a small market, but it just shows you, you know, all these smaller little countries, they'll all add up if they all start ETFing, right? Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, you know, South Africa, Kenya, you know, India, Pakistan, you know, just come on, bring us your whales, right? Every country's got whales. Countries might be shit in terms of just compared to your country, but remember, there's millionaire in every country. Well, it's the millionaires and billionaires that run the place, right? Doesn't matter how. Even Venezuela, right? It's a bunch of millionaires and billionaires running the place, right? And so there's always whales, which means if we can get them some spot Bitcoin ETFs to buy, let's go. Right? We need that institutional big money, high net worth individual money, whale money, right? And so every country's got whales. Always remember that. You know, you look at these pictures of Africa, and it's got the kid with like flies on his eyes and all that. Yeah, that's a rural area. You go to a rural area of America, yeah, you got a fat, white, fucking trailer park piece of shit with flies on his eyes, drinking a Budweiser. Yeah, it's the same thing. But then take a picture, then look at New York. Yeah, we've got modern cities. And it's the same. When you look at some African country, you see the picture with the flies in the eyes. Yeah, that's the same as a trailer park white boy here in America. Yeah, but go to the city. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? Fine dining, beautiful women, beautiful cars, you know, just a proper modern life, right? And so remember that there's modern life in every city, meaning or in every country, and obviously every city as well. And there's whales in every country. So we need all those whales. We need that whale money here. The only way we get that whale money is to give them investment vehicles, ways to get into this space. And so that's what's beautiful about Thailand's spot Bitcoin ETF. Just an example of one country, and now all their whales are coming. Now, like I said, I didn't appreciate the fact that they're not letting regular people buy this. You know, they're not allowing soccer mom and dad to get in, which that's kind of a dick move. Those rich people you're allowing to get in, well, they're already rich. I mean, I'm happy. They're bringing us their money. So, I mean, come on, bring it. But, you know, let the average man get a piece of the chicken too, right? Sometimes in life you get the chicken, sometimes you only get the feathers, right? And then they're serving up chicken, yeah, but not for you poor people. You see what I'm saying? You poor people got to go eat rice. This chicken's only for the wealthy. I don't like that. Well, plus it limits our money. I mean, just forget the ethical standpoint. Just from a monetary standpoint, it limits our money. Every penny, we need every penny, right? Let everyone come get it. So. Anyways, though, but that's what's great about the Thailand spot Bitcoin ETF, and just more countries. We want to see more countries getting into this space and doing this. So on that note, let's shill it. Let's kill it. But let's get you back to your wives and lives. Look, subscribe below and press the bell. You will get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth, greatest show in the multiverse. Bye. My name is Shomari Clarke, and I love talking money. Bye. And I love talking crypto. Bye. This is the favorite time of my day. So thank you for having me in your home, and I'll see you all next time for another fun fact-filled day of Crypto Talk. But until then, subscribe here and press the bell. Watch that video there and get your mind right, and I'll see you all next time. My name is Shomari Clarke, always watching on money, and most importantly for you, Bang! I'm always on duty. Love you guys. Yes. Over and out.